What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of the 8th Deadly Sin, the official SiN Nation podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 last week, where we had Bear Don't Care on as a guest. This week we have Kay, who is hosting her very own co-ed sniping tournament on Cold War next Saturday. So, I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And before we get into any of that, of course, we have to get into some of the community stuff. But before we do that as well, we have some stuff we want to mention with SiN. We have been active for 10 days with SiN Nation, and we have gotten so much support from you guys, and we greatly appreciate it. In those 10 days, Goofy, Caliber, now Echo, and myself have, well, we've discussed something that we kind of want to test the waters with. So, we used to make it where the SiN Nation Discord was only available to members of the nation, and we talked about it and we were like, man, that doesn't really make sense if we want the general community to see our videos being posted. So the SiN Nation Discord is now available to everyone. It has live updates on when we post a video, post a tweet, post a clip to any of our social medias, and there will be a lot more content getting pumped out in the near future, so make sure you guys are checking that out. If you guys don't have those post notifications tagged with the bell on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell icon, leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below on who we should feature next on next week's podcast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Other than that, I have been Frosty, and let's get into the community side of the 8th Deadly Sin. Alright guys, so to start off the community side of the podcast, let's go ahead and talk about the Carnage tournament results. First place, they only had a first place announcement. I did not pay attention to who got all the rest of the placements. First place was Parallel Pride, Lefi or Exalt Fi, Type the Crab, and Nez 3000, and they went under the name El Diablo. Congratulations to those four. Congratulations to everyone who participated in this tournament, because even though I didn't get to see the last hour or so to see how all of the results turned out, that was one of the most entertaining tournaments I have ever watched. I have been a part of tournaments, competed in tournaments, watched tournaments, hosted tournaments. That is by far like top 3 tournaments I have ever got the privilege of watching. So huge shout out to Carnage Clan and Carnage Twyman for hosting that tournament. And honestly, like Rhymes was in that. There were a lot of Carnage members in there, like helping host that tournament. I know the main host was Carnage Twyman, so make sure you guys go show him love, show the Carnage Clan love, and go show love to the winners, Pride, Phi, Type the Crab, and Nez 3000. Those guys put some absolute work in. They took in some of the biggest powerhouses in the community, in the sniping community, with some Carnage members included in that list, honestly. And honestly, they put in a lot of work. I know they put in weeks of scrim practice specifically for this tournament, and they earned it. They earned that dub. Nobody can deny that. So big ups to Parallel Pride and his team. That being said, let's move into the big news for this week. We have the Obey Recruitment Challenge that is officially launched, guys. If you guys would be so kind, I am going to leave the link to Goofy's Twitter down in the description, as well as the link to the Recruitment Challenge post on Twitter. Everyone go spam hashtag Obey Goofy up in that video's comments, because this man has been grinding for Obey since day 1 of him starting streaming. His first stream was announcing my Obey grind. Like, he has been Obey to the end. It has never not been Obey for him. That has always been end goal. And it is finally time to get him into his dream team, guys. So let's go spam Obey Goofy up in his comments. Let's show him the love. Let's show him the support. Hit him with the follows. Like the Obey video, because they're putting absolute work in as well. You always know that Obey's putting in work. But Goofy deserves this, guys. We all know that. So let's go show Goofy some love. Let's get into the tournaments dropping this week. We'll start with that. Kay is hosting her tournament that launches next week. She has a co-ed tournament with 2 males, 2 females. We'll get into the details later because Kay is our special guest for today. That'll be awesome to hear a little bit more about that from her. Uh, but yeah, we have the K tournament launching next Saturday. We have EO launching a tournament on the 30th, which is going to be snipers only on Cold War. And we also have a tournament of Rebirth quads that has been leaked by EO, saying that is something that they might be launching here in the future. And I'm actually excited to participate in that myself. It'll be myself, Echo, who was formerly known as Tiny Callie, the second or the third owner of SiN, with Goofy and myself, and then Bear Don't Care, who was in the last podcast and officially announced as one of our affiliates, as well as one more of our affiliates who will be getting announced this week, are interested in participating in that quads tournament. We will also be participating in the Sniper EO tournament. Well, we put in our application for it. Hopefully, we get into it. But yeah, we are going to be participating in that with Goofy, Echo, myself, and one of our affiliates that are waiting to get announced this week as well, a separate one. So that'll be fun. The last tournament that we have to get announced is we actually posted a poll on Twitter on if we hosted a tournament, what would you guys like to see? And it was between Cold War S&D only, Cold War S&D and Hardpoint, Vanguard S&D only, or Prop Hunt. It was actually kind of scary because I posted Prop Hunt as a troll, and then a lot of people voted for Prop Hunt off the rip. And I was kind of scared we were going to have to host a Prop Hunt tournament because I didn't know how exactly that was going to work out. Thankfully, the actual community came through and they voted for Cold War sniping. That is going to be getting hosted very soon. We don't have an exact date or any details set for you guys yet because we are focused on the Obey RC and getting Goof to the level that we want him to be at. But we are excited to launch our own tournament here within, I would say, within 3 weeks' time. So make sure you guys just keep your eyes on the Twitter. Hashtag SiN with honor. Hashtag forgive my sins. It's going to be at the Nation of SiN on Twitter. Just keep your eyes open for that for details. New teams in the community that have dropped this week. We have Prodigies, which is going to be the underling team to Parallel. And Prodigies is basically going to be what NorCal Rising is to NorCal. But Prodigies has said that in their announcement video, you get special access to the sponsorships that Parallel has. So Glitch Energy is their main one. They have other sponsors, but Glitch is the main sponsorship for Parallel. So being in Prodigies is an access to that. You also have the management accessibility to help get your socials to the next level, help your name grow, as well as just getting the chance to you'll get looked at a lot easier for Parallel by being a part of Prodigies. So that is exciting and a new addition to the community that is very much appreciated and needed by a lot of people. And the way to join Prodigies or get looked at by Prodigies is to just tweet out joined at Prodigies basically on Twitter, and we'll put the link here for you guys on screen. We'll put the at. So you guys can, like, there's a lot of people who have done that already and they've gotten looked at, including Echo. Put that on his timeline and he actually got followed by the leader of Parallel. So it's working, and that's the way that they want to do things. So that's absolutely incredible. With that being said, let's go ahead and move into the recruits. The new recruits this week from around the teams around the community. So for Project 7, we have Clumsy is the only recruit that I saw go live on the Project 7 page. Prodigies picked up 4 members this week for their first week in the community. They have Prusen, Inact FN, Rip Logan, and Opal Gems as their first 4 members that I saw on the page. So that is big ups. They're already recruiting some major names of the community, so good for them. That being said, Parallel picked up even more members this week. Parallel picked up, looks like 10 or 11 members this week, which is absolutely insane. Parallel picked up Type the Crab after their win in the Carnage tournament. They picked up Zerly. They picked up ILY Kasubi, Sensei DZN, Aga BTW, Tabs Cutie, Div FPS, Levchenko, Confusing Cutie, and Jalum. all recruited to Parallel this week, which is big ups to them. Incredible organization to get signed under, and incredible people to get picked up to the organization. So major dubs for both sides of that coin. The last bit of information we have on the community side of this podcast before we get into talking with Kay, Parallel owner Pride has officially stepped down to become a lead of the team, and gave ownership to Brave V. Um, and all of these changes with Prodigy dropping Prodigies, picking up all these new recruits and stuff like that, looks like it kind of started with Brave V gaining ownership. So hopefully everything works out with Parallel. We hope the absolute best for them. Obviously, we give nothing but our love and respect to them because they are a powerhouse team in the community, with nothing but respect to give them. They are incredible with the things that they've done. Their members are absolutely cracked out of their mind, and honestly, I wish the absolute best as well as success in the near future for all of them. With the interaction on their tweets and how much love they're getting by picking up a lot of these people, I don't see anything but success in their future. But let's hope that it keeps going on the up and up for them, and we will update you guys in the future on how things are going. With that being said, guys, that pretty much covers everything on the community side of things. Make sure you guys are keeping an eye out on the SiN YouTube channel for future content series. We're going to be starting to post videos such as Streamer of the Week, clips of the week, like top 5 clips of the week series, as well as general content that's getting ready to post. Keeping up these podcasts. Make sure you're keeping your eyes on the TikTok, the Twitter, as always, the Instagram, YouTube Shorts, all of that fun stuff. We're gonna start getting content pumped out with more people getting announced. We have more people to give us content. So, with that being said, guys, I think I covered everything on the community side. So let's go turn it over to myself and Kay talking about the tournament that she has, her start on streaming, and just get to know our special guest a little bit more this week. What's going on, everybody? So we just finished up the covering the community side of things on Twitter, and we are going to be getting into the second part of our podcast by inviting our special guest on. This week we have Kay, who is hosting the co-ed tournament in, I believe, a couple weeks, correct?
It's 2 weeks from today, actually.
2 weeks from when we're recording this, so a week from when it launches, is a week from when the podcast goes up is when the tournament will be held in place. And Kay is the one who will be hosting it, so that is awesome that we are able to get her on the podcast and represent her and the team that she's talking about, and we will talk about all of that much later on. So, welcome, Kay. I'm glad that you are here talking with me on my second episode of the Eighth Deadly Sin. So, thank you for joining me.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, we're going to do this in 3 separate blocks. We're going to talk about you as a content creator and how you got your start on Twitch. Um, we're going to talk about the tournament and the team that you are assigned to currently. And then we kind of have the last block kind of sectioned off, just talking about the games that you play, stuff like that. Some questions about just getting some hot takes from you. See if we can get some people heated in the comments. Just see if we could on your opinions on games and topics about games that you play. So we'll just
Sounds
start
good.
with how long have you been streaming for?
I officially started streaming in October of last year, I believe. I don't know the exact date, but it was somewhere around then.
Very fresh to the streaming community.
hmm
So did you start on Twitch or did you start on another platform and then made your way to Twitch?
I mean, so my, big origin story is my dad actually was streaming on YouTube, and I would go and like play games on his channel and like play with him and everything, and I thought it was so cool. And then, I met all of my Twitch friends and I started watching their streams, and I was like, this is so cool. Like, I want to do this. And, little old me starting with my PC playing on controller from my bed, playing on my TV. I got my monitor set up and I was like, fuck it, let's start streaming. And here we are.
That I feel like that's how a lot of the people in our community have started. Actually, is just watching one of their family members start, or a friend start streaming, or someone that they've seen online, and they get into it, and they just start from their little MacBook or their. Some of them are streaming from their phones still in this community, like just playing games like that, and just playing on their console and recording their face with their phone, set it up by their TV, and I couldn't do that anymore. Like,
Yeah. I could
um,
never go back.
so the next question I had is like, what interests you in starting to stream? But you kind of answered that with how long you've been streaming. So would you say that your main inspiration to start as a content creator was your father?
I mean, yeah, like it was so cool watching him play. Like, I mean, he did play like horror games and stuff, so I
Oh,
kind of went off the bat and played COD.
oh,
But yeah, watching him stream was just so much fun, and like being able to interact with him in the comments when I wasn't there was just it was just so much fun to me, and I was like, this is so cool.
fair enough. Is there any content creator that you think stands out in your mind, whether they're like a big idol or just someone even within our small community? Is there someone that stands out to you, someone that is your inspiration, or someone that you want to get to that level?
I mean, I don't know if you know her. Her name is Lixa.
I do.
She is, yep, Phase Top 100. She's such a sweet and amazing person, and like the way that she interacts with her community, even though she's, as big as she is, it's just like that's such an amazing thing. Like I love creators who doesn't matter how big they get, they still like interact and like respond to chat and like they're friends, like it's
Right.
not just oh yeah, you follow me, cool.
Yeah. No, she 100%. She is I think one of the most idolized female streamers, not only in our community but on Twitch in general. She doesn't have one of the biggest communities, but being in Sane Sanctum and being in a top 100 is huge, especially for our
It's
community. So,
yeah, it's
um,
absolutely and yeah.
yeah. So, you started on Twitch as a Call of Duty creator, correct?
Mhm.
So, how
Yeah.
long have you been playing Call of Duty for?
I mean, so my backstory, I played Call of Duty Ghosts. That was my big one back then.
That was your
But then
starting
I kind
game?
of that was my starting game was Call of Duty Ghosts. I was an avid gun game player. Like I loved that shit so much. And then, I tried Advanced Warfare when it came out and I was like, uh-uh. No, thank you.
You should have started a year earlier, man. You could have started on Black Ops 2. You had to start on Ghosts.
Yeah, I know. And everyone always tells me that. And then I stopped playing games for a while because, I was still in like middle school and high school and like
Hmm.
I was doing all that and I went through like my nursing stuff and now I got a PC finally and I was like, let's play some Cold War. I've tried Warzone and Vanguard. Absolutely hate both of them. So we
So
stick with Cold War around here.
you're like strictly a multiplayer creator then.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of battle royale games. Like I've tried them, not a fan, and then I've also tried, I don't like Vanguard for the movements and all that. Like, I don't know, it's just
Right.
weird. Like once I find something I like, I stick to it and I don't like to venture out.
Yeah, Vanguard is definitely based on the old school CODs for sure. Like it has
Hmm.
almost World at War movement.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so is what it, like what times do you stream full time or are you like a part time streamer or like what is the schedule looking like for you?
So my life is a mess right now, as per usual. I am a full-time student. I'm going to nursing school right now. I am a full-time medical assistant at an urgent care, and then I try to stream just basically whenever I can. Like it's crazy, and I feel bad that I can't be consistent with like specific days of the weeks. But like my work schedule changes every week. It's not like I have a set schedule. So like this week I worked 12-hour shifts. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Next week I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's like I just try to get it in whenever I can. I wish I could be more consistent and have a set
Right.
schedule or stream every day, but I'm so exhausted a lot of the time.
Yeah, no, that's completely understandable. I was the same way. For a while, like I recently just quit my job that I had for 7 months. I was putting in like 70 hours a week, and I was absolutely exhausted as well. It takes a lot out of you. Um,
Hmm.
so in this community, do you stand as like a free agent, as people say, so to speak, or do you stand with a team in this community? Are you signed to a team or affiliated with a team?
I actually just got recruited to team EO earlier this week. So yeah, yay.
So what about EO kind of drew you to them? Did they just come to you and be like, you want to be part of EO, or did you go to them? How did that go
I
down?
mean, so funny enough, my ex-boyfriend is actually a part of the team. And so they went to him to talk to me to be on the team. And so, I'm still friends with him, so it's not a big deal or
Okay.
anything, but he was telling me about it, and then I talked with one of the managers, and like, I liked what they had to offer, and so I just said, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, I'd say they're definitely an established org in the community, so it's definitely a dub to be with EO like this early on because I don't think they are a fully established team, so they have a lot to evolve on, but they also have one of I think probably the most to offer out of the teams in our community right now, at least. So
Absolutely. They're an amazing team, and I've only been a part of them for like 4 days, but
right,
it's an amazing team, and I have so many friends on the team already, which makes it so much better because I'm very, I mean, I wouldn't say introverted because it depends on my surroundings, but like making friends is just hard
yeah,
because I don't know, it's
especially
hard to
online.
explain, but yeah. Oh, absolutely. Some people are like so two-faced when it comes to the
Right,
gaming community, and it's like you never
absolutely.
know what you're getting yourself into.
Even people that I've been in this community, I want to say roughly 6 months, and like even people that I thought were like 100% like chill, like talk to these people for like 3 months straight. It's like you can't confront someone because all they could just block you and then they don't want to talk to you
Mhm.
anymore. Like and then like what happened the last 3 months? You just gotta pretend like it didn't
Yeah.
happen basically and just fresh start. And I'm not really the
I
person who
mean,
likes to keep fresh starting over and over and over again. I like to keep what
oh,
I have.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, and the worst part is, being a Twitch streamer and like having yourself out there like that, people could just create a fake account and come in and, shit
right,
talk you. Like I had that happen when I streamed on Thursday, this girl on COD was being toxic and was being rude, and so she went and looked up my Twitch and, said, "Oh, you look like a bitch." And I was like, "Okay." And so she sent her little minions into my stream, and they were all like talking mad smack to me. And I was just like, this is just comedy and entertainment to me,
damn.
Like,
Hate rating at your level already, huh?
oh, yeah.
You know you're gonna make it if you're getting hate rates already. That's the way I see it. So,
Absolutely.
so talking about this tournament that you're hosting, just tell me a little bit about it.
Well, so this actually is going to be my second tournament that I've hosted. I hosted an all-girls tournament last month, actually. So it was 8 teams of 4, and it was such an amazing experience, getting to be able to put these females out there like this. Like all the tournaments that I see are all men.
Yeah,
There's like one or two girls like scattered in it, but
yeah,
they're never the focus. And I was like, you know what, like I had know so many amazing female snipers, like I want to make something for them, so I did. And of course, I had the men that were like, "Oh my God, can I be in it? Can I be in it?" And I'm like, "You're a man, no." So I created a co-ed tournament, which is going to be two males, two females on a team. And then it's going to be 16 teams, which I'm super excited for. We actually filled all 16 teams in 3 days of me announcing the
that's
tournament, which
crazy.
is insane.
Yeah,
But I'm so excited to do this. I'm a little nervous just because, it's a lot of people to be in charge of and
right.
everything, but I'm really excited.
S I think especially with EO coming up with their tournament, which I covered in my podcast last week. EO I saw is hosting a tournament, and not a lot of details have been released yet. But I think at least some members of EO have experience hosting tournaments, and I think they would definitely be willing to help you out if you did need help, like co-hosting or help managing with the server or anything like that. Um,
Hmm.
and if you don't, there are plenty of people in this community you could go to. Like, I
Oh
know you
yeah.
have a lot of friends in this community, so
Yeah, I'm a little sad because last time I had, Mitz to help me and he hosted it with me. And this time he's in the tournament, so I'm all by myself. But you know what? It's okay. I'm really excited to watch him play, and I'm so excited to, I have so many friends playing in this tournament, and I'm not biased or anything, but I'm so excited to watch them all play and like
it's okay to be biased and hope your friends win in the tournament. That's the whole point of it. You host a
not when
tournament, and
I'm hosting it. I
hey
can't be
man,
biased.
if I host a tournament, like you can still root for people while you host a tournament. You just can't show it in the commentating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. But
Um.
yeah.
So you are hosting this as a solo.
I mean, as of right now, yes, I am talking with somebody about possibly doing it with me, but I
Okay.
don't know yet. Um, I get very nervous to do it on my own, just because like you're not gonna get professional commentation from me. You're gonna get, damn, that was a nice shot. Look at that,
I
she
th-
did so good.
I think that's what people want to hear from like a female caster though, is like cuz males tend to, I mean, over explain shit, mansplain shit basically,
Oh,
you know, like
absolutely.
when they podcast like going up this side of the map and he's going to be hiding underneath, like we can see what's happening on screen, so we don't really need the codcasting like it's CDL level. So sometimes all we need is like the nice reactions to a shot that was crazy, and I think a lot of the casters in these tournaments don't really understand that. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I also get nervous just being in front of a lot of people like that.
yeah, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of love, especially hosting a tournament in this community. Like I don't think I've seen one person host a tournament and get less than 200 viewers.
Hey, my last one peak was 199.
I think this one's gonna be a little bit bigger than your last one.
Oh, absolutely. I've got some Hollywood people in this
Yeah,
tournament and
yeah, I
like
know.
some cracked people. It's insane. I'm so excited to watch it.
It's gonna be
And just
awesome to watch.
I'm so excited.
I do know that a lot of teams were struggling to find two females for the requirement. So, I was on
Yeah.
Twitter. There were a lot of people that were tagging me to um, help them find, because I'm kind of that like one of the people that like links people together to play. If they don't have,
Mhm.
if they aren't in an established team. So a lot of people were tagging me in comments trying to get them like females to play, and like everyone I know that's a female sniper was pretty much grabbed the instant that your tournament was announced. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people didn't realize that all they had to do was go into my Discord and announce that they needed somebody because since I hosted the all-female tournament, I had all those women in my
yeah,
Discord.
yeah,
And a lot of the people that are in my tournament, like, I know them. And, like, since I hosted that all-female tournament, I've made so many female friends on this game.
I
And it's
bet
amazing because now we can just run six stacks of women and shit on men. And it's so much fun.
that yeah, that's awesome. I bet it's great content as well.
Oh, absolutely. They get so mad.
Um, so this is gonna be hosted on your own channel. It won't be hosted on like a Team EO channel or anything like that on Twitch.
No,
It'll be hosted
yeah.
on your personal channel. Awesome.
Yep, it'll be on mine.
And is there a prize pool for your tournament at all? I didn't see it on
There
your
is.
announcement.
Yeah, it's gonna be a $400 prize pool for the winners.
$400 prize pool. That is awesome. So not only does it showcase the women in this community, but it also provides a little bit of incentive to win
Mm-hmm.
as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so just one more. What is the official date and time that it'll start streaming?
So it is going to be on April 23rd at 2 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. I believe we are with West Coast right now. Just it confuses me because we never change with daylight savings. So like we were a mountain time and now we're not. And I'm just like, Arizona time. We're
All right,
Arizona time.
fair enough. So yeah, I will post that on screen. Like everyone watching this right now, no matter how many viewers we get, tune into this tournament. Like you see Kay's personality on the podcast right now. You know she's gonna be a great host. You know she's gonna be killing it, and you know there's gonna be cracked players because you know our community. You know the people that I showcase, and you know that there's gonna be insane talent showcased on that stage. So make sure you drop by on that stream and go show her some love. Um, moving on from the tournament, was there anything that you wanted to say to close out that section before we get into this last little block?
I mean, I'm just so proud of honestly like everybody who's going to be in this tournament and the fact that it's gotten so big that I mean, as far as I know, I am the first female or I'm the first person to host an all-female tournament and it's so exciting to me to be able to see that people love it and this co-ed tournament is just going to be so much fun, seeing the girls compete with each other as well as men and they get to say like, "Oh my god, I killed this person" because I have so many just Hollywood people in this tournament. It's going to be so exciting.
Is it SND only?
Yes.
Okay, I figured it would be, but I mean some people have liked Hardpoint, I guess. So
I
um,
like to host my tourneys how I would like to play them.
right, yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Um, the tournament that Lixa hosted, I think it was about 3 months ago. Was that co-ed or was that all females? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't know her then.
I know
I
that.
actually met her through this tournament, the
Oh,
all
okay.
females tournament, because she was in my all females
Oh,
tournament.
okay.
That's how I met her, and now I love her. She's so cute and so sweet.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah, no, I was back when I was talking with Demon Season pretty heavily. I still talk to them now, but back when like MJ was playing with Lixa like consistently, I know that Lixa was hosting a tournament, and that's kind of how MJ came to find out about her. I believe I'm not gonna get quoted on that, but as far as like I was talking to him, that's what it sounded like. So I know that she did host a tournament on something. I don't even. It may have been like even a ray gunning tournament. It could have been. I don't. I'm not
It
100%
probably
sure.
was. It was probably a red gunning tournament on Vanguard, just because I know that's how she plays.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
don't know. I didn't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's also I know there's been like all female like Warzone tournaments been announced and all that fun stuff, but like I don't think anyone in our community affiliates with Warzone that heavily. Um so yeah, wrapping up these last two blocks. We talked about yourself. We talked about the tournament. Um, you say that you started on Ghost, so your opinions on some of these questions might be faltered a little bit since you don't have as much experience as some other players in this community. But that doesn't mean that yours doesn't matter. So we're still gonna ask you the questions. I basically have the same like 4 or 5 questions that I ask every person that's gonna appear on this podcast. Regarding Call of Duty, and then once we start bringing players from other games on, they'll have their own set of questions. But the first question that I ask for all of our Call of Duty players is I'm going to say a weapon class for the 6 main weapon classes, and you tell me what stands out to you as the most OP gun from history in that specific weapon class. Okay?
Oh
All
God,
right.
you're making me nervous now.
The most OP assault rifle in COD history. And you can go based on personal use. You don't have to go based on what you've heard.
See, this is hard because like I really only snipe. Um, but when I do use an AR, I definitely use a Krig.
A Krig in Cold War. I would say it's
Yeah.
definitely one of the laser beams in history. So that's fair enough, even though it's recent. Submachine guns.
See, you're gonna ask me these questions and they're gonna be so wrong because I don't know these classes.
I based on your experience, I think there's only like maybe like 4 weapons that I would place above the Krig. So I don't think the Krig is too far off from your timeline of when you played COD.
I mean, and then this is gonna be like a horrible answer for sub, but I use a Tech 9.
Tech 9 is definitely top 3 in history. It was ridiculous on launch. Even with the nerf, it is still like a 2 shot at point blank. I think so.
hmm
Um, light machine guns. This one's gonna be cringy. Yeah.
I don't use them.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you hate dying by the most when you see it in someone's hands? What do you say? Like really?
oh my God, a fucking thermal. Oh my God, what is it called? It's the R something.
The RPK or the RPD?
RPD. That's what it is. Fuck thermal
Yeah.
RPDs.
They really had a weapon class for LMGs in Cold War. Like I don't think any of them had enough recoil to really compensate for how heavy the gun is and like
Uh-uh.
um let's go shotguns next.
Um,
You have a few choices just from the last
I
3
know.
pods like
If you're saying most OP, I mean
it doesn't have to be like how the weapon is in its current state. Like when it was in its prime before it got patched. What do you think? You know,
Marshalls. Absolutely.
are Marshalls a shotgun or are they classified as a pistol?
That's hard because it's I think it's like a
It's
shotgun pistol.
it's in the pistol category, but they're considered shotgun pistols. I think.
I mean, if we're going for something other than that, I'm definitely gonna have to say, you know, street sweeper.
Street sweeper. Fair
I have
enough.
been taken. I have been taken out by many a street sweepers, and I get angry.
Yeah, I think it is one of the most rage-inducing shotguns for sure.
You just get sprayed by a street sweeper when you come around a corner, and you can't do anything about it. You really can't.
Right, and it's really the only viable shotgun in Cold War, in my opinion, at least. so it definitely stands out as the powerhouse of the bunch. Um, I assume if we go to pistols, I think I know what the answer is, but
I mean, if I had to personally pick one, I'm going with the amps solely because that's the only pistol I use.
okay, that's fair enough.
And
I th-
they can get you some range if you know how to use them.
I think there's a few, yeah, there's definitely a few options in Cold War specifically. Like the amps are very good. Like we talked about the Marshalls, and then even dual Diamatis before they got nerfed were
Oh my
absolutely
god.
insane. And
Yeah.
the dual pythons even too with lasers on them, like you could one shot headshot people if you knew where the middle of your screen was. It was ridiculous.
Hmm.
Um, and then like even straying away from Cold War, like snake shots last year or 2 years ago were absolutely crazy in Modern Warfare 2019. That was just
I'm gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
oh you were cold you started on Cold War, huh? Like you
Yeah, it was Ghosts, Triad Advanced Warfare,
and then
Cold
Cold
War. That was
oh
it.
okay. I was like, why is her list only Cold War? Okay, well that explains it. I thought it was Ghosts up to Cold War. No, it's
Oh no,
just
no, no. There
Ghosts and
was a
Cold
large
War.
gap.
Okay, gotcha. I think that clears up a lot of questions that people might have. I guess we'll end with what I believe is your favorite category. We'll go with snipers. What do you think the best, the most consistent, and the deadliest sniper from history that you've played with is?
I mean, so I switch between, using the Swiss and the Tundra. Um but I think they both have their different advantages to using them. It just depends on how you're playing that day.
Hmm.
Like, Swiss definitely shoots faster, but you have to aim better with it because more hit markers, no matter even if you're using Tiger Team. Um, but Tundra, sometimes I have my off days with the Tundra and only hit markers. So it really depends. But if I had to pick most OP, I'm definitely going with the Tundra.
So that being said, let me ask what your opinion is on the M82, because everyone has a different opinion on it.
I hate the M82. I'm so bad at using it. And
Okay.
then, I mean, I think it depends because, like, some of my friends are so cracked with the M82. And
Yeah.
it's like, if I could do that, that would probably be my answer. Just because,
I've seen
that shit,
people like fully loaded, like 11 round mag, no scope on crossroads from like top cliff all the way to spawn, and like hit like 4 shots in a row, no scoping. I just I
yeah.
don't I hate the Barrett as well. I
Oh,
hate the
yeah.
M82. I'm a ZRG sniper myself, so like
I actually just started using the ZRG and
yeah,
I turned out to be pretty good with it and I'm really proud of myself.
right.
Like, but the problem is if you get two people running at you with the ZRG, you can get one of them, but then you're fucked on the other one. You can't
Uh,
because the reload time or whatever, like the gun cocking
yeah,
thingy.
the rebolt time. It's
Yeah,
definitely
that's the one.
brutal, but that's I don't know. That's where I came from the knifing community, so I'm used to
Mhm.
using my movement to survive. So yes, but I also suck at aiming higher, so I need the ZRG to get one shots. So it, two sides of it. This next question is gonna be interesting based on the map pool because I think with only Ghost and Cold War, I don't think any of your options are gonna be from Ghosts. So for you and your personal opinion and experience, the three most influential and nostalgic maps from COD history.
So I'm just gonna pick my three favorite maps because I can't
Uh,
tell you anything other than that.
Fair enough.
um, I'm definitely going Nuketown Raid. Fuck, I gotta pick a third one. Mm, because those are two maps that are like, if they come up on queue, instant vote, done and over, no
I
matter what they're paired against.
I
For
would
me,
say
at
that you
least.
could argue of all time, those could be on a lot of people's top three lists, regardless. Like not even just Cold War, like going all the way
Yeah.
back to Black Ops, like or Black Ops 2. So
And a third map. I'm like blanking on maps now. Anything I think of, I hate. Uh,
I think Cold War based. I think the next like top map is probably Standoff that I see voted instantly the most.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Yep. That's my third.
all of the ones that have been put in from past CODs are basically the top three maps, which is understandable because the map
I
pool
mean,
sucked. So
standoff solely because I'm really good at hitting the deli window shot.
yeah, I've seen your
Like,
clips. Yeah, you're a hacker. I'll actually put a clip on it here for.
You can buy like a little. Yeah.
One's on A.
So I would do
Two's
it.
on A. Moody!
Just for no.
oh no way! I'll be back in this school, so I'm. I am not a cheater, okay? I got my files from Mitts, don't worry.
Files from Mitts. That doesn't clear your case that you're not a cheater. I saw him in the tournament, and he was getting accusations for a reason. So, so I don't know if you'll be able to answer this question with your lack of experience on old CODs, but we're gonna ask it anyways. So,
Okay.
3 game mechanics that you want to see in the next COD release. So, for example, like bringing back 3-lane maps, certain perks that you want brought back from COD history. Modern Warfare 3 had a thing called death streaks, where if you died too many times in a row, you would get some sort of benefit to like help you like get a kill because you were bad. Supply drops, the battle pass. Like, what are things that you want to see from past CODs that you want to see in the future COD?
Well, that death streaks thing sounded fucking awesome because there are games that I go like 0 and 10 and I'm like, all right, cool.
Are you like S&D specific? Like you don't play respawn
Yeah.
whatsoever? Okay.
No, I don't play respawn. The only time I play respawn is if I'm camo grinding,
Okay.
and that I'll play hardcore. What is it called? Hardcore Nuketown 24/7.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know. I like the battle pass. Battle pass is fun. Gets me stuff.
So, are you like battle pass over supply drops because you don't like spending money, kind of thing, or like would you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fair enough.
I can't come up
Is
with
it-
a third because I know nothing else.
Fair enough. That's understandable with your experience. So this is going to be a very difficult question, based that you've only played 2 games. I'm gonna go based on like anything that you've seen for this one, anything that you've heard about the game, anything that you think would be your answer if you actually played the game. Before we started recording, I sent you a list of every Call of Duty that has been released, every main series title that has a multiplayer mode, excluding the mobile games. I want you to order them from the worst to the best Call of Duty of all time.
You can't do that to me. You know what? We're gonna go based off of names and how much I dislike them. That's what we're gonna rank them on.
Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting list.
So worst game of all time, I will definitely start off Vanguard. Thank you.
Oh,
Let's see here. Next worst. Oh, you know what? Next worst is definitely Advanced Warfare. I tried that shit and it was horrible.
okay.
Why could you fly? Like, why would they give us the opportunity to fly? That was terrible. Okay, next one.
I just wonder if you know what all the jetpack CODs are. Because
Nope,
there was
not
more
one
than
clue.
one. Alright, well, this is going to be an interesting list. I'm just going to let you spit fire, and then I'll put the list on screen, and we'll all make fun of you in the comments or something.
Oh, great. I can't wait for that. Let's see. Next, I don't like the name. You know what? Next one is definitely gonna have to be Blackout.
Blackout.
I don't know what that is.
That is
So that one.
the original Warzone that was released in Black Ops 4.
All right, cool. So it makes sense that I don't like it. Next one is gonna be Infinite Warfare, and then World War II, totally, and then Warzone, because fuck that shit.
Verdansk
And
or Caldera?
you know what? We're gonna go with both of them. They go right one after the other.
I Okay, you gotta order which one's on bottom though, because this is gonna determine how much you get fried.
The Caldera's on bottom.
Okay, okay, you pick correct. You're fine.
Fuck. Okay, next is gonna be World at War because it sounds like World, which the Warcraft game, and I don't like that game.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go with Modern Warfare Remastered because fuck remastered games. And then we're gonna go with Black Ops 1, and then we're gonna go with Black Ops 4, and then Modern Warfare 2019, and then how many do I have left? I don't even know where I am.
I have no idea where you are. I'm not looking at a list while you do this. Like I could pull.
And then we're gonna go with I don't even know if I've said it yet. Original Modern Warfare,
You have not
and
said that.
then okay, and then Modern Warfare 2,
Oh,
and
hot
then
take. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I played Modern Warfare 2 once on my brother's PS3
I'm scared for you
or
about that
something.
one.
You know what?
Put Modern Warfare 2 at like fifth or sixth, I think.
That's not fair. I can't be attacked because I don't know these games. So,
That'd be yeah.
and then I'm gonna go with the Black Ops 2. I don't think I said that one yet.
You have not said Black Ops 2. Okay, so just to clarify what you have left, after Black Ops 2, you have Black Ops 3, Ghosts, and Cold War. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so Black Ops 3, Ghost, Cold War. Bam.
All right, let's remember
I'm
that
never gonna
she's
hear the end of
only
this.
that she's only played Ghosts and Cold War. So let's not fry her in the comments for putting Ghosts over Black Ops 2 first off, and putting Cold War as the best COD of all time. Before you said your last like five, I think your list was actually fairly accurate.
Damn, see,
Um,
I just picked names I didn't like.
yeah, no, I think your list was at least agreeable to a point. I think like Warzone people would put like Verdansk higher, but Caldera's ass. So that's understandable where you placed it. Ghost is a very hot take. I know that that's one of the only two you played, but Ghost is in a lot of people's like bottom three of all time.
It's only because I really liked Gun Game and I really liked the maps.
Yeah,
That's
that's fair
all I
enough.
played on Ghost was Gun Game.
That's fair enough. Um, Also putting Vanguard at your bottom is probably a heated take.
You know what? I
Uh,
don't even give it. They can cover me in the comments over this. I hate Vanguard with a passion. So,
a lot, yeah, a lot of people hate Vanguard, and with the experience you have on games, I don't blame you because I would put it on Vanguard for my experience that you had. But if you played every game, it would probably be like three or four places up because there are CODs that are way worse than Vanguard.
I
Um,
just picked names I didn't like.
yeah,
I can't be blamed.
yeah, no, you're good. Um, well, that's all I got for questions. I don't know if there's anything that you want to say to wrap up. Um, in any of the blocks about yourself, about your team, anything that's coming up in the future that you want to kind of give a little sneak peek to.
Depending on what my sanity level's at after this tournament, next one's gonna be all girls again.
That'll be very exciting. Do you think you'll be able to get enough girls involved to be able to do a 16 team all girls tournament?
I don't know about 16. I'm gonna try my damn hardest, but I keep every day I make more and more girlfriends on this game, so I mean it's possible,
Yeah,
maybe.
100%. And with the amount of clout that I think you'll get off of this tournament and joining EO, that's like two bombshells like within what 2 weeks of each other. So I definitely think your name is gonna launch to the next level. And with your personality talking with you for the last like 40 minutes to an hour, yeah, 40 minutes. You definitely have the personality to make it as a streamer. I think you're very spitfire on the spot with stuff like this when it comes to content creation. You have the bubbly personality that everyone is drawn to, and you definitely have the sophistication, I believe is the correct way to put it, as a streamer, where you have the personality but you're also professional with it. So, um, being with EO is a perfect alignment for you because that's what they look for in their streamers. Mids is the perfect example of someone like that. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely excited to see not only the tournament but where you go in the future. I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on you, and I don't think this will be our last conversation. So um,
I sure hope not.
I am very thankful for you being part of the second episode of the podcast once again, and everyone, make sure you go check out Kay on Twitch. All of her social links are listed below her camera, as well as going to be posted in the description. If you guys are interested in participating in SiN Nation, make sure you guys let me know in the comments or in my Twitter feed, TikTok, or Instagram. They are all listed down below my camera. And on Twitter, there is a pinned comment on what SiN Nation is about, what we do for the community, and how we can grow your name to the next level. With that being said, Kay, for the last time, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we are very excited to watch your tournament. I will definitely be there, rooting on probably multiple people, looking like a traitor to multiple teams. But is there anything you want to say to close us out?
Thank you so much for having me. This was
Of
awesome.
course, no problem. With that being said, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go show love to Kay, and SiN with honor, guys. You guys take it easy. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.